K-State lead. So the Huskers have really played well, and this Gallegos chipping in with a 3 in the corner.
That's being ready right there. Knowing you're going to get the jump shot, being ready, having your knees bent. It's too often these young kids, they want to catch the basketball and have their knees straight, and then they got to go down, and it takes too much time to catch it, bend your knees, and come back up with it. He wouldn't have been able to get it off.
Here's what's ahead for the Huskers after this stretch of 5 straight ranked teams. They're back home at the Devaney Center Saturday to play Missouri, a team that plays a similar style to K-State, full court pressure defense. Then we'll have that game in Ames. Texas Tech and Colorado at home. We'll have that Colorado game for you as well here on Fox Sports Midwest. And they finish out the year. That should be Oklahoma State finishing out the year on March the 6th. So nothing's easy in the Big 12, but none of those teams are ranked.
I was going to say there's not a number next to any of those teams right there, which is I'm sure that the Doc and his staff are happy to see that. But I think that they can feel good about this game regardless of which way it goes right now. They had a good showing coming off. I don't even know what you call the showing down in Texas, but it wasn't good. You lose by 40. You come in here, you don't really know what to expect. But going in to all these games, it would be games that you looked at and you said, you know what? We play like we did tonight, we can win that basketball game. And it's something to build on going in to the Big 12 tournament.
Well, don't give up on this one yet. Still an opportunity to have K-State miss some free throws here. A 5-point game.
You keep shooting the threes the way they've shot the last 3-4 trips, and you can get K-State to miss a free throw here and there. Nebraska could definitely sneak one out here.
Pullen has it. He's the one guy you don't want to foul because he is such a good free throw shooter. Pullen. Huskers trying to get him to give it up. Irving has it. Skip pass to Clemente. He's fouled. And Clemente also a very good free throw shooter.
I think Irving was the one they wanted to foul.
Yep.
They tried to get there.
Gallegos his 3rd foul. So here goes Clemente, a 74% free throw shooter. He's 3 of 4 at the stripe tonight. Jeter came out with those 4 fouls. He'll come back in to lead the offensive attack here. 5-point K-State lead with 1:25 left. Clemente's free throw. Wow, that covered it all, didn't it?
It sure did. It's amazing how this place can get so loud. It just gets silent when they shoot free throws here. It really is. What's a library?
You took some good naps in those.
Oh, I did everything on mine.
They didn't have that when you were in school, did they? Clemente's 2nd good.
I didn't go to school when you went to school. Oh my gosh.
There's a look at a free throw. K-State again leads the country in free throws attempted, 34 tonight. The lead is 7. Richardson to the lane, draws the foul from Irving, and Brandon will shoot 2. This may not end on the upside for Nebraska, but after that embarrassment at Austin on Saturday, this is a step in the right direction for this really young team, for Doc Satter's team. Nebraska came into this game tonight with 41% of their scoring coming from freshmen. Richardson, the sophomore, he's still one of the young pups in this
team.
That
has to excite you. I mean, you look at it, and you know how young this team is, and you know that they have a ton of potential. It's a team of the future. People just have to go ahead and understand how good the Big 12 is, and there's a process as far as them maturing and turning into the type of basketball team that Doc has envisioned.
Sek back into the lineup. Brandon to try to make it a 5-point game again with 1:22 to go. Huskers are going to need the Cats to miss some free throws here late. Brandon gets them both. Pullen has it. Again, the one guy you don't really want to foul. Henry gets it to Irving. Irving then is fouled. Richardson grabs in. That'll do it for Brandon. That is going to be his 5th foul. So Brandon will foul out with 15 points.
I keep looking on that. Irving, I don't know. You want another ball handler, but I looked at the line. He shoots 53% from the line. And you wonder about why he's out there right now.
So Doc Sadler's going to take his full minute to make his sub for the Richardson fouling out of the game with 1:14 to go. Again, Brandon with 15 points in this game. Really did a nice job for Nebraska in this contest.
Yeah, he's had some injuries, but played well last year. Has gotten much better this year. He's much more of a vocal leader. When you go to practice, you watch him out there. He commands the players' attention. You can tell they respect him, they listen to him, and I can just see that get much better by his junior year, and you know, the sky's the limit for his senior year.
So here's Irving to shoot two as Richardson heads to the bench with those 5 fouls. Irving yet to score in the game, 53% from the line on the year. And he hits the first. 6-point game, so right now a 2-possession game. This one could make it a 3-possession game. Here's a look at his season numbers. Those both look pure.
Now those things, they were such perfect pure swishes, they barely even hit the net. You don't expect that out of a guy shooting 53%, getting fouled at the end of the game like this. But we've seen an awful lot of really good shooting out of both teams tonight.
Kansas State at 78% for the line for the game. Jeter misses a shot. It's out of bounds. And they'll say it will go to K-State. Jeter thought it was off of a Wildcat.
Substitution for the Wildcats, number 3.
7-point game with a minute 7 to go. Irving fouled quickly, so he just made a pair. He'll shoot 2 more here.
Number 44, Nebraska, Ryan Anderson is on for the foul. That's his second.
Ryan Anderson's second personal. Ryan leads the way with 16. Richardson at 15. Lance Jeter with a double-double tonight. Points, assists. 10 assists in a game, go along with 12 points.
Yeah, he's very, very capable of that. I just love that the kid plays under control and he does not turn the basketball over. And he's a big guard. I think you talk to most coaches, they would love to have that big guard in their backcourt. Somebody goes out there and can't get pushed around and takes care of the ball.
Minute 3 to go. The lead is 9. Here's one thing to say about this tonight. You would sit there and say, okay, the Huskers 1-9 in the league on the road against a 7th-ranked team in the country. They would have needed Kansas State to not play well tonight. I think Kansas State played pretty well tonight, and the Huskers have hung in this game. Bear Jones for 3. Got it. His third 3 of the game. Huskers not giving up. Down by 6. Samuels, he walked with it. Samuels traveled with it. The turnover gives the ball back to the Huskers. That's the 13th turnover of the game on K-State.
Well, you know, going back to that, when Kansas State didn't play well, they didn't play well because it was the things that Nebraska was doing out there. They were making them not play well. It wasn't a fact that they just were going through the motions and not looking well.
Here's a 3 by Anderson. Good! Ryan Anderson rains home another 3, and all of a sudden it's a 3-point game with 44 seconds, and the Huskers don't really need to foul here, and K-State stepped from the sideline, out of bounds, and then a turnover. It's a 3-point game, and the Huskers have the ball back.
Well, I tell you what, I'm a little surprised K-State. There's no timeout at K-State right here, but this is a huge possession right here.
Anderson throws it off of Samuels. Starting to fight a 5 count. Each team with a timeout left. We have a 3-point game here. There's a 7-second difference between the play clock, or the shot clock, and the game clock.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Now the Huskers will use their final timeout here to set a play. 3-point game, 1-possession game. You don't necessarily need to shoot a 3 here.
Absolutely not. Only if it's wide open. Otherwise, get something going to the basket. Be aggressive. Make them make a defensive play. And get yourself to the free throw line. You know, and I like Doc, he calls the timeout right here. He's going to have to discuss a lot of different stuff right here since that's his last timeout. Let everybody know what he wants them to do in all different case scenarios.
Here you see Ryan Anderson getting the ball back and that high arching 3. Ryan now with 19 in the game. 4 of 5 from 3-point range. Huskers have 13 threes in this game. K-State has 9. In this game. There's a look. Huskers out of timeouts. Both teams essentially in the double bonus. The possession arrow does belong to the Wildcats. What an effort tonight by Doc Sadler's club here on the road against number 7 K-State.
Just shocked Jacob Pullen stepping on the line over there. Nebraska was putting pressure on him. He wanted them to foul him. He could have given the ball up, he could have passed the ball, but he was trying to get fouled, and he might have got bumped. It's surprising he would step out of bounds. But you know what? It's going to be tough for a referee to make that call right now with 40 seconds left in the game in a 3-point game.
All right, what do you want to do here offensively? Do you want to try to Just work it for your best shot that you can get?
Well, you know, the thing about Nebraska, you always look at it, you don't necessarily think they have a go-to guy. They don't have that two or three guy or the point guard who just is flat out. You give him the ball, he goes one-on-one, you set a pick and roll, and he goes and creates something. So I'm not sure what they're going to do. They're going to work the ball around, and they're going to try to get the best shot available.